A Texan shave, steel in hand, traditional wet, shaving smooth and grand.
Howdy, and welcome back to A Texan Shaves. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and run through all of these razor reviews I've been talking about. So I'm going to drop a video a day till I get through them. I think I have, after this one, probably 4 more, I think. There's a couple razors I still need to get a few more shaves in. I've only shaved with them once. Those will be the last 2. So I'm going in order of when I acquired these razors. So the next one up, or next ones up actually, is going to be the Urkunet ASSASSIN. And as you can see, I do have 2 of these. I was so taken aback by the blade gap offerings that Urkunet had. There were 3 different offerings: 1.5, 2.0, and 2.5. I immediately bought the 1.5, and then I thought, man, what is that 2.5 going to be like? So I was curious. So I went back and bought a second one. So there were separate orders, separate shipments. I paid shipping twice. But, you know, that's just kind of how it was. I slept on it for a bit and then did pick up the other one. Now, these were delivered to me back on December 3rd was when I received these. And actually, I think I got these before I got the Goodfellas Smile Libra. I believe I did, yeah. So these are the packages they come in, by the way. I was just really astounded, and they're beautiful, beautiful razors. Let me show them to you. I did get them with 2 different handles. They have 3 handle offerings, 3 blade gaps, and 3 different finishes, I believe. I went with 2 different finishes. I think it was only 2, but you know what? I've got it up right here. I can actually tell you how many finishes. Let me go back here to the razor. And yeah, 3 finishes: machine, satin, and polish. So the first one I ordered was the 1.5 millimeter gap with the, see if I can pronounce this. I'm Texan, so I'm allowed to mispronounce these words. All right. It's not that one, or is it? Yeah. So the 1.5 millimeter with the Fuchsi handle, and it was polished. So this is the 1.5 millimeter. Super, super polishing job. This thing is a fingerprint magnet. And this is the Fuchsi handle. Beautiful razor. And let me tell you, the machining on these is on point. So like if you unscrew this a bit, I've got it about a quarter of the way down, and wobble. If it wobbles a lot, you know those tolerances are loose. This one barely has any move in it at all. And the threads are butter. The machining on this is on point. The machining is clean. The polishing is beautiful. Polishing is almost too beautiful. If you're going to get, in my opinion, if you are going to purchase this razor and get it polished, get a handle with more texture to it, or more, just more to it. This one, with this just being just straight, smooth, polished, and then what little knurling there is very smooth. It was a slippery razor. I had to use the Allen bar on this one for sure. Beautiful, amazing 3-piece razor. Let me take it apart. Now, like I said, it's a fingerprint magnet. So after doing all this, when I show it again, you're going to see my fingerprints all over it. So there is the inside, mirror finish on the inside as well. And here's the other side. Oops, there we go. Damage. Luckily, that was just on top of my keyboard. So there's the back side of that base plate. And here is the top of the top cap. Just amazing finish. They're beautiful. They're outstanding. Let me show you the other one. So then I went with the 2.5, and I'm going to put these side by side so you can see the difference in those gaps. Let me get better aim on that. So you can see how much larger that gap is between the 2. It is crazy. I could park my truck under there. So this one is the handle on this one. This is the one I'm going to butcher. Xuan Yuan is my best pronunciation of that handle. I actually absolutely love this handle. I should have got this one for both of them. It is a beautiful, beautiful handle. The machine finish is much better. And again, buttery smooth, tight tolerances, amazing, amazing machining. Being that it's just the machine surface, there's a flat machining on top, and I just felt that could have been a little bit cleaner. Was really the only thing I could nitpick about these razors as far as the quality. The quality is through the roof, and man, this handle, it just feels good. This is, for me, this is the handle that I should have got with both of them. Beautiful, beautiful. I believe if this was polished, there'd be no issues. The knurling in here, up in the balance point, is amazing. Now, it is a little bit tail heavy. You've got to, because it's a longer handle, the balance point's a little further back from the head, just a little bit than most razors for me, and the razors in my collection. Now, remember, this is all just my opinion, guys. And that's it. Just how these razors worked for me, how I like them. These razors, I really was just taken aback and just sat and stared at them for a very long time when I received them, because the beauty is just astounding on these. Now, how did they shave? I have a video on my first use of both of them, and I did a side-by-side. I was just curious about those gaps. So I did the 1.5, I believe, on this side, the 2.5 on this side. And I found the 1.5 to be more efficient. The 2.5, with such a large gap, had a different angle, so I had to be cognizant since I was using both of them. Probably wasn't the best use of my first shave for them, but, you know, that's how we do things here. And so it had a little bit of a different angle, so I had to have a different muscle memory for this side just because the gap was so large. But I was expecting that 2.5 to be more efficient. It wasn't really more aggressive. They keep the same exposure the way they designed this. So the blade feel was the same between the two, which was perfectly fine. It was right where I like the blade feel. And let me give you the specs, actually. Should have that right here. So the Assassin razor is calibrated to a blade exposure of 0.1 millimeters. This micron level precision ensures the close shave while prioritizing skin comfort and minimizing irritation. I had zero irritation with these. What I had was the 1.5 was a much cleaner shave than the 2.5. And this was consistent throughout all the times I've used it. I would use the 1.5 by itself. I'd have a lot of cleanup. The 2.5 by itself, I'd have a lot of cleanup. And I had to be very careful. The 2.5 is definitely a razor you want to have some skill and experience. Because there is play. Having such a large gap, you've got so much more skin and hair that can get in that gap. So I wouldn't suggest that one being one for a new shaver. The 1.5 shaved beautifully. I just wish I had it in the machined or the satin finish for texture, or a different handle. This handle, though nice, is not one to purchase polished, in my opinion. Overall, the shaves were good. Overall, it's not really a razor I'm going to reach for. In fact, these have been sitting lifeless for probably the past 3 weeks, and I don't have an urge to reach for them. Even though they're beautiful, they take great shave of the day pictures. They're for me. Remember, this is my opinion. For me, they're just okay. I have so many more razors, some cheaper, some more expensive, that, in my opinion, for me, shave better. I have a better experience with. I have a want to go back and revisit them. If these were gone out of my den today, I would not miss them. Even as beautiful as they are, even as quality the machining is, I honestly wouldn't miss them. This is going to be a short video, by the way. I know many people that absolutely love them. I've read some reviews that were outstanding. And as we always say in this wonderful, amazing wet shaving community, your mileage may vary. And for me, the mileage is not very far on these razors. Price point. Great price for what you get. $129. I paid for the polished, I paid with shipping and everything, it was in the $180 range. and the machine finish with shipping and everything, I paid in the 130 range. So for what you get for the price, outstanding value for the quality you're receiving. Absolutely. Urkunet is doing some wonderful, wonderful stuff. I cannot wait to see what they come up with next, honestly. The craftsmanship is out of this world. I think they can make a better razor for me, and I'm looking forward. I'm going to try their next razor. I'm going to buy it immediately, just like I bought these immediately, and give it a go, because I know that there's going to be one that they come up with that's going to blow me away. These blew me away to a point. But honestly, I'm not going to keep these in my den. And it's not anything against Urkunet. It's not anything against the shave or the razors. I just think there's a better home out there that they'll get more love, more use than I'm going to show them, because I couldn't tell you when I'll ever go back to use them. And that again isn't anything against them. So I will be putting these up for sale probably today at some point on Wet Shaving Enablers Buy Sell Trade. So if you're interested, they will go up, I guess, around maybe 10 a.m. Central. Just keep an eye out for them. I'm going to sell the machined 2.5 for $100, and I'm going to sell the polished 1.5 for $130. So look forward to that. But that's really all I have to say about these. Beautiful, amazing craftsmanship, but the razors just didn't work for me. I gave them as many chances as I could because I really, really, really wanted to like these razors so much. I really did, especially the 2.5. I do like larger gap razors. Not all the time, but there's some times where I just kind of want that larger gap. And I have plenty of razors that I like more as far as the performance for me that I will reach for over this one. I just wish they looked like this, because this is a beautiful, amazing razor. So that's really all I have to say about the Urkunet Assassins. Beautiful razors. If you're interested, they're going to be up for sale today. Real quick, a message on yesterday's Libra. You guys kind of went a little rabid, and razor, both Super Safety razors and Razor Emporium sold out yesterday. Wow, guys. I hope you enjoy that razor. Just so you know, Howie at Super Safety Razors reached out to me and told me that a couple of the razors he had were not collector's ones. They were regular production ones because there were only 100 made, and y'all ended up buying him out of the collector's edition. I didn't realize he had some that weren't. So that's on me. But if you did purchase, you may receive one that isn't numbered. It's exactly the same razor. It's going to shave exactly the same. It's just not going to have a number on it is the only difference. So I wanted to be sure and clarify that. I did make a pinned post on that video explaining it as well. So just, you know, for your information, if you did purchase and you receive one without a number, that is why. He does have more on the way. He assured me they're already en route, and he's going to be restocked very soon for those of you that did not get one and still want to get a Goodfellas Smile Libra. And you guys are crazy, man. Howie messaged me and said, "You're killing it with this video." I'm like, I wasn't trying to sell them. I love this razor. So next up will be the Trek Gear Titanium Modu-Razor V2. I have a lot to say about that razor. Find your peace in what and where you can, and we'll see you next time on A Texan Shaves. Goodbye.